Hi, welcome to roseopalknits, a crafty channel. My name is Erica and this is my April craft chat. So hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for choosing to spend some more of your precious free time with me. And if you are new here, I hope you stick around, you like what you see, and you consider subscribing. So like I said, today is a crafty chat. I do the crafty chats by myself. Daphne is more than welcome to join me if she should have the time. But, it's with 5 small children at home, she just really doesn't have a whole lot of time to do them. And since I only have one smaller child, she's a 9 at home, and then a 17-year-old son, I have a little bit more time on my hands. And sometimes I just feel like being chatty. But today is actually going to be a shorter video. I only have 3 projects that I want to talk about today. And so they're sitting in front of me and I'm going to show them to you. But before I get into the crafty goodness, in case you are new here, just a little bit about this channel. So like I said, this is a crafty channel. I co-host it with my daughter-in-law, Daphne. She is married to my oldest son and they have 5 children. The oldest is 7. The youngest is 8 weeks, 9 weeks, very small. And so, that's her. And then I am her mother-in-law and I'm married to my high school sweetheart. And we have 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl. And the boys are 29, 23, and 17. And then our daughter is our youngest. She is 9, and we are both homeschooling families. So between, just like regular family life and extracurricular activities, we also have the schooling that we take care of at home. So, our lives are very busy. We are blessed with our family, but we just, we are busy, but we try to always make time for crafty pursuits because they help keep us sane, right? All right, so I'll just go ahead and no, I won't, because I wanted to say that today is April 20th. It is about 2:21 in the afternoon. This morning I had to leave the house and go to the DMV to take my car through inspection, and then I picked up my mom and took her out to lunch. So I had a great morning, and I'm back home now and spent some time with the kids and decided that I wanted to hop on and do this short update video so that I could get to work on these projects, because I felt like I couldn't start them without talking about them first. And there are show notes below, places you can find us online, and our RAVELRY and our website where we have a blog with our free patterns, and our Discord group where we host all of our knit-alongs and make-alongs. So check out the show notes if you are interested in that kind of stuff. But now I am going to stop rambling on and talk about these projects. So the first project I want to talk about is a pair of socks. It's a pair of socks that I should have showed in the last podcast episode with Daphne, and I completely forgot that I had worked on them in that time period from podcast episode to podcast episode. And then I remembered, and then I couldn't find them. And so I didn't know what had happened to them. But I have found them. So here they are. They live in this old bag of mine from You Got a Bag on Etsy. And I like it because it's a snap bag. So I have 2 at a time socks going, and it helps keep the balls of yarn separate. But these are I call them my Hufflepuff socks, because the yarn is Bumblebee Acres Vintage Hufflepuff on the DK base. And I am just knitting these similar to our basic sock recipe that's on the blog. We do have the kind of recipe we use to knit our DK weight socks. And it also, there are 3 different options for toes, and this is a different heel. And, you know, basically you can modify it and make it your, you know, your own to fit your foot. But for this sock, I did 2x2 ribbing, and then I did like a garter ridge halfway through, more 2x2 ribbing, and another garter ridge. And then I knit, I didn't want to use any contrast colors on this, and so I had 50 grams for this sock and 50 grams for this sock, and I have large feet, 10.5 woman, so I didn't want to make the leg too long. So I put the marker on the front of this sock, so that is where I was the last time I showed it, and I put the marker on the back of this sock. That's where I was the last time I showed this one. So I have completed the heel flap, the heel turn, and I've picked up the gusset stitches, and now I'm ready to do the gusset decreases. I did a ribbed heel on this one, and I can't remember exactly how I did it, but I do have notes, so those will definitely be in the Ravelry project page when I get to it and update it, because I haven't updated my project pages recently. But anyway, I really like it. And yeah, 48 stitches on a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter needle. So that's that project. They fell on the floor. All right, the next project I want to talk about is a new whip that I have pulled out into my active cross stitch whips basket. So if you watch these craft chats that I've been doing this year, I do pull out so many whips each quarter to focus on, and I pulled out 5 whips to focus on this quarter, and I finished one already just because it was a small ornament, and so I didn't need to. I could have just focused on the other 4 whips, but I wanted a 5th whip because I do play Myelstonn Manor, which is a cross stitch game that Jessie Marie Does Stuff created, and she's got a whole video on her channel that I will link below. And if I don't remember to link it below, please just, you know, send me a comment or an email or whatever, and I will, you know, help you find it, or, you know, edit the show notes so I can put the link in. But anyway, so the ornament that I finished was in my foyer, and so I wanted a new foyer project. So I've pulled another whip with the help of my friend Julie. I let her pick from 3 different whips. I pulled the 3 whips that I felt like, you know, working on the most, and she picked the one that I should work on. She picked this dimensions kit called Holding Hands. My husband bought me this, oh, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago for Christmas. And it's nowhere near being completed, but it definitely should be. I've had it long enough. I have not worked on it at all in 2026, so this will be the first quarter that it gets any work on it. All of this progress was made before 2026. I am using all the kit materials. This is the kit Ada, and I'm using all the kit Floss. And I'm looking forward to pushing forward with it. I'd love to get a finish on it this year, but I don't think I put it on my to be finished in 2026 list. I'd have to look at it to refresh my memory. But yeah, I don't think I only put 1 dimension kit on my to be finished. No, 2, but I don't think this was one of them. But yeah, I believe it's a 14 count Ada. It is a 14 count ivory Ada. And then, like I said, all the threads that came with the kit. All right, the final project I want to talk about is a new start. So I didn't intend to start anything new, but then I visited Hobby Lobby, and I talked about this a little bit in the last podcast episode. I went into Hobby Lobby for some other supplies, not yarn, but yarn was on sale, 30% off. So I was like, okay, I'll just walk down the aisle and look at everything. I wasn't expecting to like have the urge to buy anything, because I do love my stash, and I have a, you know, a fairly large stash, and I do want to knit with everything that I have. However, 30% off yarn, and I saw these colors very close to each other, and all I could think about was like a summer tea in these colors. So this is Yarn Bee Bambootiful. Yeah, Yarn Bee Bambootiful. This is the linen color, and this is the rose color, and I bought 2 balls of each for a summer tea. And I bought this bag to like carry it out with my other craft supplies. And so it's just been living in this bag right now. But I found a pattern, and I am just ready to get it started, even though I have plenty of projects on the needles. I don't know. I don't have anything that is truly a spring summer type yarn. This yarn is, the makeup of it is, where is it? 50% cotton, 50% viscose from bamboo. So everything that I have on the needles is a wool or a wool blend. So I was like, well, I can go ahead. I can go ahead and cast it on. So I did print the pattern, but I only printed it in black and white. So I'll go ahead and put a picture on the screen so you can see it. But I am going to knit that yarn into the Salt Wind Tea by Sari Nordlund. I'm not going to do the wide stripes. I love stripes, but for some reason I'm not feeling stripes. I'm feeling more of like a color block. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So I want to do like the top in one color and the sleeves, the short sleeves in that color as well. And then I want to do like the body in the other color, and then the hem in the same color that the top is. That's what I'm feeling. And I don't know which color is going to go where. I don't know if I should do the linen up here or the rose up here. Haven't made that decision yet. But it is going to be cast on sometime this week. And I just wanted to I wanted to get it out there so I could start it. Sometimes I feel like I need to talk about things first before I really like give them a go. I don't know. Are you like that? Do you, like, if you have a YouTube channel, do you feel like you need to talk about them first before you can start them? Or even if you just have like a group of crafty friends that you like discuss everything with, do you feel like you really need to like talk it out with your friends before you start? I don't always feel that way, but sometimes I do. And I've felt really chatty this year. So I don't know. But anyway, all right. I have talked long enough, and if you've made it this far, as usual, I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here with me and being a part of the Rose Opal Knits community. And you haven't joined the Discord group yet, like you really should. It's fun, and it's just nice to have a space. We're not super chatty in the group, so it's not like you need to like keep up with it daily or anything, but it's just a nice, like, calm, friendly place to like share about your projects when you feel like it, you know. I don't know. And that's where we host all of our knit alongs, make alongs. So it's, you know, a fun place to be for that reason. All right, I'll stop talking. See you next week when I'm back again with Daphne.